Hey everyone, hope you're doing great, and in today's video we are going to learn how to attack like a champion player in Rainbow Six Siege.
Don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
The idea of this video actually occurred to me because I had to play lots of solo ranked matches in this season, and I actually managed to cross paths with a lot of players who actually weren't really knowing what they were doing. They were just trying to attack somewhere, and unfortunately we weren't that successful pushing sites. So I decided to make this video in order to really give a guidance on how to attack certain maps and how to basically attack in general. Hopefully it will be a perfect guide and helpful for a lot of you guys which still don't know how to play and attack properly as a champion player or as a competitive player. And I'm going to give you tips on how to attack better, basically become a better attacker in general. Okay, let's get started, guys. For tip number one of how to become a better attacker, you basically need to understand and gain a certain amount of knowledge on all the maps in Rainbow Six Siege. And basically it is like a lot easier nowadays to do so. You can just come over to this training section here and open this map training. You have three options here and choose the first one, which is landmark drill. You can change the maps through here. You can, as you can see, all the ranked maps are located in this playlist. For instance, I'm going to go through Oregon briefly. You can start the landmark drill player, or you just don't have enough knowledge over some maps like Lair or some maps which are overlooked in the Rainbow Six. You can try understanding these maps and really learn them, because we're going to need this for the next step. So you can come to this landmark drill here, and it does two main jobs. First one, you can go through the map, learn the hallways, learn like the certain rooms. And second thing, it helps you to understand the locations and the names. For instance, as I come here and try to disable this device, as you can see, above my campus is written kids dorm, so I know that this location is called either kids or dorms. And for here we have like dorm main hallway. This location is named like so. We have games room here. This is another location. We have attic, and the list just goes on and on. So this is for tip number one. Try learning all the maps and their locations. Tip number two, try learning different pushes and different attacking styles for each side on every map. Basically, Rainbow Six is a very vast game, so in order to become good at it, you have to learn all the different types of pushes or attacking styles on each side to have a higher winning rate in each game. So, for instance, on Oregon, we have three main pushes. Master push, and basically this means that you have to take control over this master bedroom. Try opening this bridge, and basically you have to also gain map control over armory and this stairs. Probably hold some flank. Try opening this bridge or forcing a plant like right here. Push called the attic push. Okay. For this push, you have to take over big tower, and after taking over here, you have to open this breach. Try forcing your way through this attic hallway with some flashers or grenades. I'm not going to individually go through this. I'm just doing this as an example to briefly showcase this. And after you have taken control over attic, you can like force a plant here. You have a third type of push on upstairs, which is called the junkyard push or the big window push. You're going to spawn in junkyard, try gaining control over this hallway, pushing from here, and probably try to buck underneath. to make this player behind this bed retrieve or get a body. Then you can try pushing this main window, this big window, and force a plant here, and probably someone can rappel here, and this is the third push. For tip number 3, try doing a combination of pushes that I just mentioned in each map. For example, I've just shown you 3 types of different pushes on the to the top floor, and you will try to do a combination of each of this in order to gain the upper hand on the enemy. One of the most common pushes is the master bedroom push, and a combination of master bedroom push with attic push, meaning that your teammate will, you or some members of your team try to push from big tower. At the same time, you're going to gain control over this master bedroom and try opening the breach as well, as I mentioned. And when you're here, your teammate has actually managed to push through attic and gain control over here. This makes it easier for the attacker on the bridge in order to cover less angles and force a plant here or just win the round. So this is tip number 3. Try combining pushes, and there is another reason to this. Basically, this helps you to eliminate a lot of bodies on the way, because certain players, certain defenders try to roam or maybe hold some points of the map, and when they're trying to hold it, for example, they know that you're pushing from attic, they'll try to come holding here or roam around here, and this basically means that you're going to experience seeing less people, less defenders inside. This makes it easier for the attackers to push through the side, through the master bedroom, or helps the attackers to kind of distract the defenders from the main push, and helps you in order to improve your push and gain map control over a site. Moving on to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is to find a squad for yourself. A lot of people have this misconception about the Rainbow Six, that it is like a solo game like Call of Duty, and you have to just start the ranked match solo and try pushing through the map, getting some kills, win some gunfights, and boom, you have the round. Basically, this idea about this game is actually incorrect. Rainbow Six is a tactical 5v5 PvP, and you require a team eventually to help you win more matches and improve your game overall. Because if you're playing solo, you're going to face some squads in the process that are a full stack of 5, and when they are communicating, basically this means that they have a upper hand on you. They can try to cross you or hold a point of map in which you cannot push on your own. So try finding a squad, for God's sake. Tip number 5. Well, some people think that the attacking concept is only a thing for an attacker, but in order to be a good attacker, at first you have to learn to be a good defender, or try understanding the defenders of each side at least. Meaning that when you're trying to attack, if you expect players in certain locations of maps, and you basically have the knowledge that, for instance, when you're trying to take over top floor control, you're going to face some players who are trying to hold like armory, or probably roaming downstairs trying to flank, or maybe some players will try holding this trophy room, some players will play aggressive here, trying to get early kills on you. This is the concept. Defenders are not mainly giving you the map control, and if you're going to become a good attacker, at first you have to understand the different types of defending like strategies, different types of holes and operators, and if you have become a good defender, then you can say that you'll be able to attack better, you'll be able to be a better attacker. Tip number 6 What I'm going to teach you in tip number 6 is a very important concept. When you're trying to play solo or as a stack of 2 to 5, doesn't matter, try communicating with your team, or if you can't, try looking at them. Like, try to understand their strategy and improvise and adapt basing on their strategy. For instance, if I see that my teammates are trying to attack master bedroom and they have to gain control over this room, and we have like 3 players or 2 to 4 players in this room, I'm not going to add myself to this room as well, because it has no point. There's no point in it. So instead, what I try to do is that I'm sure that my teammates are here. They have taken over this room. I'll try like pushing my way from downstairs, try to gain some control here, or probably holding flank, maybe. And this is the next tip that I'm going to show you. Don't mind. I will try like pushing through armory and clear here. When I'm sure that this room is clear, I have a semi control over the map, and we have like taken control over this section, and basically this helps to move my way to the door and try cover my teammates and do some gunfights. Or when they're trying to push here, if there is no player playing in armory or in this hallway, the defenders are going to swing through this door and try swinging from here in order to maybe get some refrags or pick up some bodies for themselves. And if I'm here, look at it here, and holding an angle or on this door, basically watching their backs, I'm going to eliminate this defender. Boom, I have the advantage, my team has the advantage, and I'm going to advance my way to this door and try helping my teammates to plant. So this is tip number 6. Look at your squad and try separating the push to each side. I'm going to demonstrate a different example here. Let's say that my teammates once again have pushed here, and I have another teammate holding here, pushing here, and he's trying to push from this window, and I see that someone is playing in this armory side. A defender is trying to hold armory. I'll try to force my way from this downstairs, and when the defender here is crossed, I can cross him. And when the defender is located here and my teammate, let's say, has the angle on this window, I can cross the defender holding armory and we will get a body. So, and this moves our way to tip number 7, I suppose. Tip number 7, try to outrun or overcome defenders. Basically, this means that try to get cross on a defender to avoid that defender just playing aggressive. As I mentioned earlier, let's say that a defender is playing armory, and my friend or my teammate is trying to push from this window, and he's kind of occupying this player here, and I can push my way from here, try eliminate the defender playing in this side. And the idea here is to get a cross on that defender so he doesn't get a chance to kill both of us. He has to take he has to take 2 gunfights or cover 2 angles at the same time, which is a like extremely hard concept to do. It's a challenge on its own. So let's say I'm trying to push here, I'll have a cross on this defender. At the same time, my teammate is trying to push here, and maybe we both have a cross on this defender, or he's trying to flash this defender, so therefore I could push and get an advantage on him. Or as another example that I just mentioned earlier, when a defender is trying to swing from here onto this master bedroom door, he either has to pick one angle to do. He can't pick 2 angles at the same time. Let's say I'm a defender and I'm trying to swing onto this door or trying to hold this master bedroom. I either have to pick this angle or try picking this angle. I cannot hold 2 angles at the same time, and eventually if I insist on playing in this room, I will get crossed. As I said, I can cross from here, or my teammate can cross this room from here, and I get picked off, okay? This helps you to avoid like taking solo gunfights, and basically helps you to quickly eliminate or making the defenders retrieve back to site. Okay, let's move on to tip number 8. For tip number 8, what I'm going to teach you is to separate your push through different parts of the maps. Basically, this means never try pushing somewhere with like more than 2 people, because you're leaving the other areas of the map empty for the defenders to play in. For instance, if I'm going to push through this master bedroom again, if we are playing like 3 players in this balcony, eventually we're going to push from only from this door, and like we have to cover too many angles, like here or here, and defenders can just swing and pre-fire this only door that we have decided to push from and gain the advantage over us. So try separating your pushes, whether it's with your squad or as I mentioned, if you're playing solo, try looking at your teammates. That was tip number 6, I suppose, and try to cover part of the map which is empty. And it is, by the way, related to your main push. If you have decided to push this top 4, like let's say Ace and maybe Thatcher or someone is trying to push from here, 2 bodies on this door is the maximum amount that maximum amount of bodies that should exist here. This is the first 2, okay? Let's say we have 2 there and they're holding 2 separate angles. We have a player pushing from this, rappelling from this door, trying to, for instance, clear out this armory section. Me as a attacker or a fragger, I try to sneak my way up from the stairs and gain control, help the player in rappel, who is distracting this defender here, and gain the advantage here. Or if like defenders are trying to hold really hard, maybe let's say they have a shield placed here, they have a smoke playing here, trying to buy some time, and they have ADS, as it is basically impossible to push only from one side. What you have to do is to separate your push in order to make defenders cover too many angles and make mistakes. Therefore, you could overcome them. Let's say someone is pushing from here, so one player will be pushing from here and you will have an angle on this window. Another player is pushing from this window, probably rappelling. I'm going to push from the stairs, and let's say there is a defender in armory, one here, and look at the angles they have to cover. They have to cover this angle. Me as a defender, I have to cover this angle at the same time. Boom, I can be swung from here. I have to cover like I don't know, maybe this angle, I'll be swung from here or shot from here. I have to cover this angle once again here or here. So you basically understand what I'm saying is that try separating your push to force defenders either retrieve or die to your team. Okay, that's that. Okay, let's move on to tip number 9. For tip number 9, you have to understand the concept of reset while attacking. So what is reset? Reset basically means that sometimes defenders are holding a certain part of or a certain section of map really bad, that you have to push, like put all your force to gain control over that section of map. As I mentioned before in the tip number 8, let's say that defenders are really trying their best to hold this section of map, and you require to push like with a stack of 5, like all of you attackers have to push this section of the map in order to force them come back or gain some kills. Let's say we have this part of the map and we are all forced and we are all gathered in this section here. When you have this and you have gained control over this part of the map, there is no like obligation that you have to continue your push from here. You have other parts of the map that you can try rotating to Basically, the reset means try rotating after you have gained control over a section of the map. For instance, let's say we have this room, we have cleared this trophy section, and defenders only tried their best to retrieve. We haven't got any kills, okay? And if all of us try pushing from one door, we are overlooking the rule that I just mentioned, which was try separating your push on attack, okay? What can we do here? I can try to rotate my push to, like, I can clear downstairs for myself with drone, or have a have a decent amount of understanding that there's no one playing downstairs, or try to be alerted, try to move alert, and maybe I can rotate my way to this white stairs and cover more angles. As you can see, like, defenders have this line up here. As you can see, if someone is playing next to this door, I can try pushing from here. Boom, I got a kill. My teammate is holding that angle there, so he can cover this door for me. No one is playing here, and I have this angle. I can hold this passive angle and help my teammates to gain an easier time pushing. Okay, that's the concept of the reset. So you have to rotate through the map and control other parts of the map for yourself to help your teammates win the round. We also have a different type of reset, which is kind of different from this concept. So before this, I told you that you're going to force your way with gunfights to, like, gain control over this section of map. Sometimes you can see that there are too many defenders focused in this section of the map and holding it. Like, let's say we have 3 defenders here, okay? Basically what this means that there are less defenders inside, maybe 2 only, or someone's playing only here and 1 is playing here. And basically what you have done is that you have distracted the defenders, which I'm going to show you in the next, which I'm going to mention in the next tip. But what I'm trying to say here is that when you have too many defenders trying to hold a section of map, you can just rotate. You can just reset to a different part of map. Maybe try rushing white stairs, or like the big window, or the the dorms window. And what happened here is that you're having less bodies on site, and it will be easier for your teammates and your team to control this part of the map and easily plant. Okay. 10. Try opening all the barricades relating to the site that you're pushing. What I mean by that is that you have to, for instance, let's say you're once again attacking upstairs, and what you should do is to open this door at first in order to cut off any rotations or hold the flank. You have to try opening this garage door, for instance, to force a player that is, for instance, playing here, or maybe some other time you want to flank someone which is playing in like midi, and you can easily sneak from here. When you have this barricade open, it takes you less time and less sound to push this garage door and maybe get an advantage on the attacker, on the defender who thinks that you're behind that van, and you can get the kill here. Okay, so try opening all the barricades relating to your push. Also, this has another benefit of helping you to rotate quicker or try to sneak up on someone. And this actually ties to the next tip that I'm going to say. But for the moment, just try opening all the related barricades. Basically, another benefit of this is that when a defender is trying to hold here, let's say we have this barricade open, that one open, the defender will feel more scared to try playing here. He or she will decide to retrieve a lot quicker than the time that he's sure that this barricade is this barricade isn't open and he can easily play here. But if, for instance, this barricade is open, he will decide to retrieve quicker or will be more worried if he's going to be shot from this angle. Okay, so that's this tip. Try opening all the barricades relating to your push. Number 11, try distracting the defenders. These are all kind of relevant to each other, but I'm going to uniquely mention all of these so you could have a better understanding of your gameplay through the map. Okay, for tip number 11, as I said, you have to distract the defenders. This kind of ties into the knowledge of reset or opening the barricades, which I mentioned before, but I'm going to briefly showcase this to you. As I mentioned, defenders will try holding certain parts of the map in the higher ranked games, okay? And you can distract them with opening wrong barricades or basically tricking them, making them think that you're going to push from here, and they will try their best to control this section. And then as you have done this, you can easily push from somewhere else. Once again, I'm going to showcase this side to you. Let's say you open this barricade, you open this one, and me as a defender basically believe the fact that the attackers are going to push from here, and then I'll try to hold here. Basically what this means is that another section of the map is empty or is less emphasized, okay? And me as a attacker, once again, I can try to reset or choose my push from junkyard, and I know that most defenders think that our push is going to be from that direction, so they're trying to hold there. We have like 3 bodies in 3 defenders located there, and we as attackers can have easier time gaining map control to this section and try getting this site. Tip number 12, try controlling the map and gaining map control as quickly as possible. Like, I'm really meaning this. I really mean this, guys. If you gain control, the faster you gain control over the map, the faster and the more time you will have deciding your next step of pushing, okay? Let's say you're going to have, for instance, this time only, you're going to push downstairs, okay? And I'm an attacker. I'm trying to push from junkyard and push through this door to the freezer. Okay, as an attacker, what can I do is that I can place a drone in prep phase here and have one of my teammates or myself, which is not recommended, mostly try to squad up with at least someone so he can hold your drone. Okay, I'm going to tell him to hold my drone, and during the prep phase, I see no defender has walked here. So basically this means that I can just run my way from this small tower. I'm sure that no one has rotated here, okay? I can gain control all the way through here, and look how long does it take, okay? Let's say I'm going to open this door, and my teammate has this flank cam, has my cam there, like so. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like 4, okay? It really just took me less than 10 seconds to control this part of the map, and time in this game is a huge investment, okay? So try to do your pushes as quickly as possible. Try telling your teammates, or try saving your drone during the prep phase in order to make sure that a certain section of map is clear, and therefore you can push faster and gain control over this part of the map. And this has another benefit as well. Let's say as an attacker, I have managed to sneak my way up to here. There's a defender on site which has decided to come roam in here, and it's like for instance 240 or 235 on the clock, and he runs all the way through here because he doesn't expect anyone to push this soon. He will try to come defend here, and me as an attacker will have a free kill. I know that I have to roam clear some part of the map, and I can use like roam cleaning operators like 𝐷𝐞, like 𝐤𝐞, to help me track defenders who are roaming, and gain map control faster. So try using your gadgets. Or for instance, I know that I'm going to attack this top side once again, and I'm expecting a C-force from below here. Okay, now instead of playing thermite and being forced to come in this room and try planting my thermite charge here, I can easily just go ace and throw my aces from this direction on this room, and there is a less chance of me getting killed and getting the breach open, comparing to the time that I have to come in and open the wall. Okay, so that's tip number 13. Use your utility, use your operator gadgets, or once again, as a different example, maybe let's say that defenders are once again trying to hold here. If I try to win gunfights, it is less viable for me. Okay, I'm not sure that I'm going to completely win gunfights. Okay, basically what I can do is try to force my push using my utility. Let's say I have frag grenades. I can nade here and basically distract the defender, or making the defender retreat for at least 1 or 2 seconds. And during that 2 seconds, I can push and hold the angle on him, trying to get back to this position and retake it. Okay, and boom, you'll get an easy kill. Or you can do the same concept with like flash grenades. You can flash here, or maybe you can play glass and smoke here and try picking through smoke with your ability. Okay, that's the point. Tip number 13. Try using your utility as an attacker as much as possible. Basically, your utility, this Rainbow Six Siege game is a game of utilities, and it is almost one of the only games in which operators have unique abilities and gadgets. So let's use them as much as it is possible for us. Let's say, always mind your flank as an attacker. Okay, this is extremely important, guys, because flanking is one of the ways that defenders will try to regain advantage on your squad, and it can play a vital role in like tournaments or very important high-ranked games. Okay, so always, if you have taken control over a site, over a certain section of map, mind your flank. If you are playing solo, try holding your flank on your own until you make sure that there is no one flanking, or you have a placement drone as a squad. Like, let's say you have a flank placed here, flank cam placed here, and you're sure that your teammate is watching this camera, so you can continue with your push, and as soon as you heard that someone is flanking you, or your teammate just called you out, you can get back here, control this flank, get a kill on another flanking defender, and continue with your push. Tip number 15. Either try to roam clear or try holding flanks. Okay, so as I said, all these tips are really relevant to each other. However, I'm going to individually showcase and explain about each of them. So for tip number 15, when you're choosing your push or the top side or your strategy, you either have to plan on roam clearing if it was necessary, or on an operator to hold flank for you, or use that operator's gadgets to clear your flank. Okay, so that's that. 16. Eventually, if you're going to improve in this game, you have to look at the best players that are playing this and the best squad that are playing at the moment. Okay, so just watch live streams, just watch like YouTube videos. Maybe if you're watch Pro League, that will also be helpful on its own. So just try to gain the knowledge about this game through the media, whether it's YouTube, stream, Twitch, anything. It will definitely help you to understand the knowledge of attacking and maybe better strategies. Number 17, try reading the defenders while attacking. As I've mentioned this before, you really have to understand what your enemy squad mindset is, okay? And if you know the team or the squad that you're playing against, you have a upper hand on them. Basically, you expect them to play or hold certain parts of the map, okay? So try analyzing, if you're going through competitions, try analyzing enemy squad, or try reading the mindset of players playing in that stack, and this will definitely help you. We have tip number 18, try rushing sometimes. This is the last one, and it's the crazy one. Sometimes rushing is just an option. Maybe if you see that the enemy players are playing too aggressive, or they're holding a different part of the map, as I've mentioned before, just plan on rushing to site, and I guarantee you that in this season of this game, many players don't expect you to rush from a certain section of the map, and this will easily gain you a round. That is up for this video. Hope you find it useful for yourself, and if you ever did so, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Love you all. Have a great day.